What's up, my fellow trash natives? Welcome back to another episode of Good Figures. And like I promised, I'm going to be reviewing these three. You got Zurg, the Zurg Bot, and Buzz. Well, it's from Mattel. I can't say they're not like from a specific line, but it's from the Lightyear movie, and it's by Mattel. This seems loud. No, it's probably not. But anyway, so besides that, I sorry for the really long video. I'm sorry for like the really long videos lately. I want to keep it down, but first, I really want to talk about how big this day has been. First, I was like, all right, fine, it's good. Then I got really angry. Again, I don't want to say about what, but I was at work and I got angry. But then I went out, I got Dunkin' Donuts, I picked up a few new figures. These aren't any of them. They're over there on my bed. You'll see them later. Because after the Werewolf in London figure, it's free reign. So next Friday we're doing the Werewolf in London figure. The NECA one. So yeah. But then I got home. But earlier that day, this day, I got a notification that if you saw on my Twitter, my Xbox Series X was coming early by almost a week. It shouldn't have. I would have been fine if I got out next week. Either it was like Monday or Thursday. So, of course, I was really anxious because I had a whole thing where I was like, I was trying to buy it, but my working theory is because I just created accounts just to buy it. They're like, oh, this seems fraudulent because you're spending so much and this is a new account, even though your name's on everything. Like, whatever. Either way, went to Amazon, ordered it, and I got it today. Matter of fact, the song that is playing via my Xbox Series X. I am so excited, it is wild. Like, I had stomach cramps just because I was so excited. I was really giddy, and I'm so happy I got it. I can see it from here. It is so tall, I can see the top of it from here. I love it. I do. I haven't gotten a chance to play any video games yet, because one, I want my first video game to be Doom Eternal. I want to at least download that first. And of course, I gotta download everything. And since Xbox Series X doesn't technically have a dedicated video game collection, they're just like backwards compatible, but everything is backwards compatible. I got upgraded, and it's been 2 hours, maybe 2.5 hours, and it's still upgrading Doom Eternal. So I'm probably gonna be here for the rest of the night. Hopefully tomorrow I can play some. But either way, I'm really excited. Anyway, let's get into the review. Hopefully it's a short one, even though it's a triple review. I almost forgot what to say. Anyway, so what should we do first? You know what? I'm gonna go for the minion. I gotta watch out for his chest. Alright. So we have the Zurg Bot here from the movie Lightyear. By the way, if you want to know more about Lightyear, go watch it August 3rd this week. Also, go watch my review of it. Links in the description. If you want to see my opinions on it. So yeah, here is, the Zurg Bot. Pretty cool. A funky little guy. I understand now why basically every customizer and toy collector bought this just to customize it and have like a giant evil robot or whatever. Cause he's big. Like, I have big hands. This is a big toy. That's like to the bottom of my palm. He's just bigger than my hand. So, of course, even though children should not be watching this, fuck shit. Yeah, these are children's toys. So, they're pretty big for children, but they can work. They're cheap. Hear that? Hard plastic on this one. Not so much the other ones, especially not Buzz, but this one is hard plastic. Ow. Anyway, so yeah. Do I recommend these guys for children? Sure. Do I recommend these for collectors of every age? Absolutely. These are great. In total, I love them. If you had to get only like one or two, I'd probably get the Buzz. Because I think overall, Buzz is the best figure. Overall. But if you really want all of them, they're probably like what? Like 30, 40 bucks altogether. That's not bad. They're like 12 to like 17 bucks together. Except the Zurg, I think. No, the Zurg is like 20 bucks to 19 bucks. I can't remember. I bought these like a couple weeks ago after I saw Lightyear. Anyway, so yeah, let's get to the actual action figure itself. Sparse painting, but you can do it to yourself as we've seen on the internet. Just pretty nice. Like, the detail is simplified, and there's basically no paint, but the overall look is definitely there. Accuracy, I don't care. I like Buzz. Anyway, so yeah, there's the front, there's the back, there's the bottom, there's the top, and then let's get to the articulation of this guy, huh? So the head is just on a swivel. You gotta push your finger against his brow, or else you're not gonna move it at all. So it's just a swivel. Boop, boop. It can be kind of tough, but you can do it if you're a grown person. Then you got a waist swivel, hinge swivel. The shoulder pads get in the way, just so you know. Then you got elbows on both, because that's the one nitpick of Zerg. Elbow, right? Then the hips go out almost all the way. Excuse me. And then you got front split. If you want to force it, it can go like that. But if you're just going through the contour of the legs, it's that. Then you got just a hinge, single hinge, just about 90 degrees. And then you got a minuscule swivel right there. So yeah, pretty nice. But that's not it. We got accessories. What did this guy come with? Alright. I think he came with like a couple of these. It's just a dart. And again, this is gonna come in later, because his gun arm, don't shoot yourself in the face, be responsible. Yeah, this is a bit much. It's sticking out a bit much, and I think that's kind of stupid. It launches as it should. So yeah, be careful, but it works. Also, you also have, if you press the Z, this comes off, the teleporter. You know. So yeah, that's about it for this guy. Solid little toy. If you got spare like 15 bucks, get them. They're pretty cool. Fit in just about anywhere. So yeah, who doesn't need any more yellow robots? So yeah. So okay. Just so we have some cohesiveness and I can get to the blaster problem first, we're gonna go with Zerg next. Actually, we can work this as a tier list. I'd say probably the lowest. No. Whatever. I'm not doing the tier list thing. Just go with it. We have Zerg. I haven't picked this guy up in a while. There's some decent heft due to the plastic and how much of it. But it's not like, oh, I can't pick it up. It's more like, I can feel this in my hands. That doesn't happen a lot with me. As you can tell, I'm like, very strong. Just the strongest boy out there. Quotation marks. Anyway, so yeah, here is Zurg thumbnail. Thumbnail. All right, so yeah. Also, by the way, if you've seen on Twitter, on my, almost lost the lights for a second there. If you've seen on Twitter, I think I said, but I edited the Buzz Lightyear thumbnail, but the one that the automatic one was so good I had to save it, and it's up on Twitter. But the one I did put on there, I edited the actual base image for it. And I added some unnecessary stuff like wrinkles on Buzz, and I got rid of the shiny in Sox's eyes. So yeah, that was a bit fun for me. So yeah. And I just did that in IBIS. It's an art program. It's free, but I did pay the $10 for all the brushes. Anyway, so yeah, let's get to the actual figure itself. Here we got Zurg. If I remember correctly, he's 13 inches, so he is tall. Here's my big head. Yeah, he's big. He's taller than my head. So yeah, pretty tall. Anyway, so yeah, this is it. Really, yeah, it's kind of plain. I might actually add like a wash over him to like accentuate the details or whatever. I'm not sure. Anyway, so that's the front. He doesn't have the chest thingy. He's the big bad. Don't want that. No, ha ha ha. Anyway, you got the back. You got the jets and the spine. This is my favorite kind of robot detail. A spine in the back of a robot. Also, this is Zurg, not old Buzz Lightyear. This is Zurg, because I said so. Because I don't really like the fact that it's older Buzz Lightyear. Even though I said it's fine, it is. But for a toy, it's Zurg. Anyway, so yeah, that's about it. Okay, I have a couple gripes. But overall, this figure by itself, which you can get by itself. You don't have to get the one with the arm cannon like I did. That's because it's the only one at my Target. There's some on Amazon that's just this, but whatever. Nothing's different. It just doesn't have the arm cannon. It's just this. But anyway, so I have a couple of gripes. Besides the paint, which I can fix. Anyone can fix. They just have to have like a thing they can wash on there to accentuate the details. First, his left foot. Notice something different. This one's stuck going this way. All right, it's going right. I keep trying to move it back, and see, it won't stay. Hopefully that's like a thing with my personal copy, because I really don't like it. He's supposed to be Zurg, the ultimate evil of the universe. Space Rangers in their collective force cannot stop him. He should be confident, not like, I'm half quirky. No, confidence. The right foot's fine, but quirky, alright? First, like, that's the first one, but then we'll go into accessories later. Let's actually go into articulation. The head's on a ball joint. It's pretty good for what it is. And then you got typical hinge, swivel, shoulder pads get in the way, elbow, but then it can swivel here. Even though the wrist joint does pretty much what it's supposed to. And then you got a waist swivel, pretty good. And then like before, hinge, swivel, and then hinge, and then swivel on the knee. That's really good. Like I said, swivel barely works. So let's get into the articulation, shall we? I mean, the accessories for Zurg. You gotta watch out. You will blind yourself. And I'm not trying to look like my dad. Anyway, so you got the arm cannon. And like I said, pet peeve. No, not even that. It's a complete it's a complete idiotic decision. How does the minion, who also has this gimmick, have an elbow, and Zurg doesn't? All right, I'm like legitimately almost mad about this. See that? Oh, trashy! The wire's gonna go in the way. Who cares? Make it longer. I don't care. Just give him an elbow. Get rid of the wire entirely. Put a spring in there. I don't care. Make the elbow movable. Well, what about the mechanics? It works on this guy. This guy can shoot. I'm pretty sure it doesn't even go down to the elbow, so they can put a peg in there. Unless someone wants to destroy one of these. And yeah, sure, why not? They have plenty of Zergs. You can destroy a couple of these. Anyway, they should be able to put an elbow here. Why? The big bad doesn't have an elbow on his gun arm? I'm gonna lose an eye. You gotta be careful. There's a button here. Boo, boo, boo. But the bad guy, the bad guy doesn't have an elbow on his shooting arm. In Minecraft. You gotta be careful these days. You know what I'm telling you. Anyway, so yeah. As you can see by the peg, it goes into his arm. Comes out really easy just for this fact. I'm pretty sure the singular one doesn't do this, but you just plug it in. It's shorter, but it's fine. Same articulation at the shoulder. Actually, no, it's limited by the wire a bit in the front. And then you got the Audi, and that's it. No elbow, no swivel, no nothing. If you want to shoot Buzz, you have to go like, ha ha ha, and not like a dynamic little, I mean, yeah, you can do that, but the elbow does a lot of the work. Elbows do a lot of the work. Sure, they can't like, but elbows are cool. Anyway, yeah, so yeah, that's about it for Zerg. Pretty cool. I like the idea. I like what they did until this. This is my main contrivance. This is a quality control issue. This is not. Alright, let's hope we can end this before 20 minutes. Anyway, so yeah, let's go into the Buzz. Look at this little guy. He's gonna be so bright after this, because this Buzz is glow in the dark. You probably can't tell now, but that's not the normal green. See, all the green glows in the dark. None of the other Buzzes or like anyone else in the Space Ranger suit does this. But these glow in the dark. And the reason I got this is because it's Buzz Lightyear in his suit. But also it came with this. Like, you can't have Buzz without the thing. Like, so yeah, I got this guy. And I was pleasantly surprised. Like, the only thing I'm kind of weirded out is because there's a hole in his back. But I'm thinking that this is probably because his back is like compatible with other figures. Because there's another Buzz that it takes from his second to last suit in the movie, where he has the laser cannon and the jetpack. So I'm thinking that jetpack can plug into this. I'm not sure, but I might get that one soon. So yeah, here we go. Pretty good. Pretty good. Like, the head could have more articulation. You also don't need this. Looks alright. Got the head sock and everything. Is that why they named the cat Socks? Because they have head socks? I can already tell, just by him not being on camera, he's gonna be glowing like crazy. Because as much as I've tried with this, he hasn't been able to glow like a lot, so hopefully this can like shape him up. Like, not really. It's not completely dark, but whatever. So yeah, probably out of all of them, I recommend you get this. Sure, he's like 5 inches, so he's not gonna scale in 6 inch pretty well, but he's a fun little figure. If you love Buzz like I do, you'll love this guy. So like, basically his articulation is that he has a swivel in his head, and then because he has no shoulder pads, his arms are almost unrestricted when it comes to like the swivel. And you got a hinge that goes pretty far. That's more than 90. Do I still look good? Probably not. There's no bicep swivel, but there's a hinge joint that goes farther than 90, and it has a swivel at the base of the elbow. And then you got a swivel at the wrist, which I was surprised about. And then you got a swivel at the waist. A swivel, can't go that much farther because he has a little bubble butt. So yeah. So he can't go that far, but he can go can kick a guy in the dick. Then you got the, woo! Yeah, from what I've noticed that, from what I know and from what I probably like assume, Buzz probably knows karate in Krav Maga, whatever that martial art is called. You know, the one that the military uses that specializes in what is it, like de-arming your opponent, like taking away the weapons. But yeah, so Buzz should be able to do all these kicks. Then you got a hinge, pretty good. Swivel, but it's blocked because it has this. Can you see? I'm trying to get this. So you can't go like full helicopter hinge, swivel. But it's there if you need it. And then nothing for the feet. That's probably like a 1 downgrade. But with the way the other feet are going, I'm pretty sure it's better this way. But anyway, so yeah, that's it for the initial Buzz itself. But then you have a glow-in-the-dark gun he comes with. So the gun itself is tricky to put in his hand because the handle is connected to the stock. I know some things about guns in Minecraft. Anyway, so what you want to do is you want to put the thumb. You want to put the hand like this first. So it's grasping the handle like this, and you want to push it back, and then you want to put the finger in the trigger hole or whatever. And there, boom, you got Buzz with a gun. Of course, he can't dual wield it, so because big boy got big pecs. Pecs. I got hair everywhere. I swear to God, I'm a cat. I'm a cat boy. Wow. I'm cringe, but I'm free. Anyway, so yeah, fun little guy. Out of all these, this is probably the most solid figure out of all of them. So yeah, so let's get into scale now, shall we? Even though you can see here, basically. So yeah, Zurg is bigger than the Zurg Bot. Of course he is. So it looks like maybe like the Zurg Bot is probably like 9 inches. There we go. And Buzz is 5. So yeah, the Zurg Bot's probably like 9 inches. Just looking at it. Trying to get a good thumbnail with this. Alright, hopefully that works. I want that to be the thumbnail. But anyway, so yeah, that's it for scale. I have a sad story. But my pizza Spider-Man that I've had since 2015, his, what was it? I can't. Oh, there we go. The super glue failed. His butterfly joint broke. I'm really devastated. I was gonna say because super glue, but as soon as I picked him up, because it got loose. I was playing with him, because it's not that bad if you like force it into his shoulder. I can't right now. My hands are full. But if you force it into his shoulder and it's really plugged in there, it can hold for like a little bit. Just don't be rough with it. But yeah, I got Spider-Man. He's supposed to be like 6 feet tall, 6 inches. So yeah, Buzz is about like 5 or so inches. So yeah, that's about it for scale. I'll try again with the super glue. If not, I can't. I guess I'm gonna have to get the release in the retro wave. I'm pretty sure that's not exclusive, is it? Anyway, so yeah, that's about it for these guys. Do I recommend them as a whole? Yeah, especially as a whole, because you can't have Buzz. You can have Buzz by himself, but it'd be more fun with Zerg as well. Because I've been having pretty much fun all the time. I've been making up stories about the old Buzz stole my suit. Oh yeah, spoilers for Lightyear, by the way. The old Buzz stole my suit. I was doing training off-world. So I came back and stole it, and now I'm gonna punish you. Because I hate you because you're older version, or whatever, you know. So yeah, you don't really need this guy, but he's a fun little toy if you need it. So yeah, that's about it. Like, comment, subscribe, tell me what I should do next Friday. I mean, the next one after this, next Friday. Because, again, I'm reviewing the NECA Werewolf in London. I'm looking right at it. I put it in my display. The display over there, if you want to see it, even though I'm padding the timeline, the time. Yeah, that's it. You probably couldn't see it, but anyway, so yeah, that's it. Anyway, if you know, can you like give me a little compliment below? I mean, I don't want to sound needy, but no, never mind. I realize I'm sounding needy and idiotic, but sorry about that. Sorry. Like, really don't. I mean it. I'm not being like coy and like ha ha ha. No, that was a moment of desperation for me. I'm sorry. Been a rough day. Anyway, so yeah, that's about it. Don't want to pad this out much longer, so see you later, bye!